Hello YouTube, Mewtwo here with another gameplay video, and this is Virtua Racing on the Sega Mega Drive. And I'm not entirely sure how this will come out because of course this uses the DSP chip, or whatever they called it, the virtual processor, which was a fair revolution back in the day. I mean, to see kind of polygons on your Genesis, crazy. And of course you could see polygons in Junior White World and Snooker, but one that actually moved fairly fast too. I mean, you could scoff now with square wheels and flymo sounds, but you know, it was a very, very expensive game too, if I recall. Let's do Virtual Racing. I remember I couldn't afford it, so let's play it. So I ended up renting it, several times. This was like probably the most expensive game on the system, something like £70+. 3, 2, 1. There we go, change the camera a little. Oh, that's not good. Go! Well, that's what I was trying to do. Jeez. Pushy. Time bonus. Or at least that's what I think he said, unless he said crime bonus. Remember kids, crime pays. You get a crime bonus. Yeah, you don't want to go off onto the grass at all. I mean, these days I suppose, to be honest, I kind of enjoy it as a quick, dip in once in a while and play for a little while. But obviously, if you want to play like a polygon racer, you have much better options. So it may feel like, well, it's really only worth revisiting as kind of like a curiosity, or to see kind of what the system could do when pushed, and perhaps also helped a little, because it had the maths coprocessor, it couldn't do it all on its own. Whoa. In fact, the worst thing for me isn't even like the limited kind of graphics or anything. It's the fact that it's using a digital, D-pad, and it feels like it needs a 3D stick. But of course, that just could be a lack of practice with the game, because I'm sure they tailored it to use with the stick. Sorry, with the D-pad. I remember as well that I can't remember what magazine it was. Maybe CVG or something like that. But back in the day, they had this. They used to do April Fools, and sometimes quite elaborate ones. And one of them they did was Virtual Racer. I think it was the 32X version. Oh, that's not good. Apparently, you need to use brakes too, Alan. They said that, like, if you on one of the tracks, I think it was the second track, the kind of bridge track, if you went off into this kind of blocked off area and you drove out the word Daytona, you would unlock, basically they were saying like the first part of Daytona USA, like a 32X version of it in the game. Now, I mean, it was just obviously false. For a start, you couldn't spell out the word Daytona, and people spent ages and ages trying, which was, kind of amusing, I suppose, but yeah, I can understand why you would do it, because you're younger and you don't have the internet to debunk this stuff, and you often have time on your hands. Running out of time. I need those crime bonuses. And they even had a screenshot, but I think it was like doctored from the 32X, or from using the stock car, which could pass as like a Daytona USA saloon type car. I don't think I'm gonna finish this. No crime bonus for me. Okay, well, I was quite enjoying that, so I might give it another shot, see if I can get to the end. Though at the same stage, there's not so much you can commentate on what is, a primitive racing game. When you press left, you go left, and when you press right, you go right, and then when you press... No. Yeah, get the camera up. There's your block wheels that they're changing. And why am I starting from the pits? What did I do? Yeesh. Apparently I must have a sucky car that, broke down or didn't qualify right or something or other. Go! To be fair, the 32X version is a fairly good, the Mega Drive version is good from a technical example of pushing a system beyond its capabilities. But the 32X actually, I think, did a reasonably good port with, more features and tracks and cars and whatnot. But I'm not playing the 32X version, am I? So I commentated on that one, you say? Well, look, there's only so much you can say about triangle trees. Though it's interesting that those trees are actually polygons, whereas the trees in Mario 64 are not. They're pixel images rotated around to give the impression of depth in a 3D world. So there you go. Apparently there is something to say about triangle trees. Not much else though. Seem to be doing a little better this time, but then again, I started off so badly last time, that won't be hard. Also, I know you can get well into the 30s for a lap time, so yeah, 40 odd seconds ain't exactly setting the world alight. Oh, get back, you bugger. And back in the day, and I think I mentioned it already, this was jokingly referred to as Virtua Flymo because of the sound of the supposed Formula 1 engine. Kind of more like a Flymo lawnmower. Yeah, it's not that bad. And you should see the power output on those Flymos. Fierce. Final lap. That was a bit slow, that one. Oh, the music's stepping up a tempo. The pressure's on. Oh no! Damn. Just threw it away. Choked. Just choked there at the last corner. Which would have been terribly bad if I then failed, given that was my worst lap. But however, that went on for longer than I expected, but just determined to get top 5 placement. My ranking was 17th in terms of time, so not too bad, I suppose, for only second play in absolutely ages. But yeah, it's such a cheap game, and I think it has probably been re-released. So at the very least, try it. I'd buy it because it's so cheap. It's one of those games you can probably pick up for 99p and whatever postage then. And it's not exactly as easy. I mean, not everyone would have, say, the Saturn, an arcade, or a 32X to try those versions out. So yeah, why not buy it?